One thing I've been noticing for the past couple of years, I think maybe the last, I would say 2 years, and I know that TRT has been around for a long time though, way longer than I knew. Is the thing with the me knowing about TRT, I never really, it never intrigued me. I knew that there was like steroids. That's all I knew. I just knew steroids. That's it. Steroids, bodybuilders, Mr. Olympia, steroids. It has to be steroids. But now there's natural bodybuilding and stuff like that. Is TRT a steroid? Right? What's the level of understanding that we have towards TRT? On this video, we're going to be talking about the truth behind it. One thing about this whole TRT thing, because if you have some kind of physical disability where you couldn't never produce testosterone, if you've always been in that situation, it's just you were born that way, or I don't know, something happened to your testicles or something like that, some kind of, I don't know, whatever happened that had you not produce any testosterone, because we need testosterone to continually basically function as a male species. It helps us recover, it helps us build muscle, it helps us stay healthy, so on and so on. So unless you were in that kind of situation, do not mess with it, because as soon as you start TRT therapy, like the whole therapy thing, injections and all that towards TRT, you cannot go back. That's it. You would have to you have to stay on it for the rest of your life. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. And that's a man, that's crazy how so many people are getting on that, on TRT. It's becoming normal. I was gonna say natural. It's not natural. It's unnatural testosterone injections. But again, once you get on that, your body will start to stop producing testosterone on its own. So now you become dependent on that medicine, right? It's a medicine. You live off of it now. Wow, it's like, okay. So the majority of guys are actually on it without then being in a situation that I explained earlier. Just because they want to look better, or they want to stay as young as possible. They're trying to build more muscle, something like that. It's like, if you can't do it naturally, then you raise your intensity level, raise your discipline. You can still look super good if this is something you want for your life, right? It's not something we need. We don't need to look aesthetic. That's the thing. We don't need to look aesthetic, but we want, right? It's a want, not a need. When it's a want, you can live without it. But again, a lot of guys want to look aesthetic. You know what was messing everything up is social media. Not only social media, but also movies. We start to compare ourselves with people in the movie, in the screens, in the big screens, not knowing that they have enhancements, they have certain type of lighting. They spent thousands and thousands of dollars on a personal trainer, on a personal chef, personal coach, professional workout plan because they're making a big screen movie. Millions of dollars are gonna be used in making this movie. You better be looking the part, you know. So, you know, we're talking about big bucks. Big bucks. If when it pertains to big bucks, then you have to go all out. And yeah, I agree with that because, well, like I said, I'm different. I'm different. I don't really want that. I don't really want that. So that's why it doesn't trip me out. I'm not stressed about it. But the problem with all this, the truth is, a lot of guys are actually on it. Like as soon as I do a little bit of research, I start finding out, oh, so and so is on it. So and so on it too. Like, what the heck? All this time you've been saying you're natural, and now you're telling me you've been doing TRT all this time. I think the guys are thinking that you can still claim natural if you're doing TRT. That's not natural. It's unnatural, actually. You know, just like PEDs and stuff like SARMs, all that stuff is unnatural. You know what's natural? A good full-blown cardio core and strength training workout regimen tailored to your needs, or even tailored to your wants. And then on top of that, a well-rounded, full-blown macronutrient, micronutrient meal plan that you can follow and be sustainable, and that'll help you get some awesome results. Of course, we have to keep age in consideration, right? If you are a 40-something-year-old guy and you want to look like a 20-something-year-old that's still in his prime and he's been working out hard and is probably natural, you can look amazing at 20s, maybe even 30ish as well, mid 30s, I believe. But 40s is a challenge. So I'm seeing more 30s and 40-year-olds getting on TRT. 30 and 40. I'm talking about like your babies. Because I believe if you take care of yourself throughout your whole lifetime, you're able to produce testosterone till you're at least 80. Depending, right? Cardio core strength training, proper nutrition, 80% good, 20% go treat yourself. Drink enough water, rest the proper amount. That's it. Always have resistance training in your workout. Always have some cardio depending on your goals. Always have core strengthening, flexibility, mobility, and man, you'll be outstanding at 80. So that's the problem right now is that guys are comparing themselves with everybody, but not knowing that the person they're comparing themselves with is doing something like TRT, PEDs, SARMs, some kind of steroid, and this and that, right? So that's why I'm starting to realize, like, man, so the truth is, as soon as you start TRT, you cannot get off of it. That's it. So that's the danger behind that. Be very careful with that because your body reacts in a negative way, injecting testosterone, and now since it does that, you stop producing it yourself. So now when you try to get off of it, oh, your body will go out of whack. Your body will be hurting. Yeah. So that's the truth behind that. As soon as you start, that's it. It's lifetime, buddy. Do it naturally. Go all out. Get some rest. Get some water. Have an awesome, outstanding full body workout or work on a certain muscle group, and you'll see some results. I'll see you on the next one.